Quick, weird little question here. Who remembers playing the Oregon Trail game in school? Probably a lot of you. I definitely do. It's been around for decades. Well, now it's making a big, and we should say more inclusive, comeback. Here's Christelle Kumwe.
Giselle Halfmoon remembers playing the educational Oregon Trail video game in class about 30 years ago.
That was the big hype and the big reward for, being good, getting good grades, like the really big boxy monitor and the clunky keyboard.
She went to school on the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation.
There was definitely a connection and identifier, like these are Indian people, they're tribes attacking this wagon, and it's like, we're Indian people, we're tribal people.
The game has been around since the 70s and has been updated through the years. The company, Gameloft, redesigned the latest version to target original fans of the game and accurately represent Native Americans.
More respectful representation was really what we were going for.
Jared Trudgeon is the creative director at Gameloft Brisbane.
I'm a white Australian, I'm not an expert in this area, so it was important. It just was the right thing to do.
They reached out to 3 historians
who were Native American themselves, but also academics, so could bring both of those perspectives to the feedback that they gave us as we were developing the game. We worked very closely with them throughout the whole of development.
The new version of the Oregon Trail came out in April. It now has playable Native American characters, which wasn't doable before. Jared says Native Americans in the original game were either threats or tools.
We wanted to round that out and depict Native Americans as human beings. Fleshed out characters that you could have relationships with and have empathy with.
He says they also included Native American and Black historical figures like Biawachishish, who is a female Crow chief, and Moses Harris, a Black wagon train leader.
Downloading it, going into it, is really excited. And, pretty pleased to see the results and the representation that they attempted this time around.
While they've made many changes, one thing remains.
You've died of dysentery. That's an instant identifier for sure.
Players can still die of dysentery. I'm Christelle Kumwe for KGW News.